for the first time with Game Coleman. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the...
To be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
This is Coleman. And the second wave...
Dead. It works opposite.
On 2nd and 12. Garoppolo. This one into the head.
Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that. Here's the former Raven fullback, Kyle Juszczyk. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. Up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brings up 2nd and 9. He's coming. That's a 36-yard line. He's coming. Double up.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete.
Target against the zone and make a play on the ball.
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. On 3rd down, Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And able to get this one across.
You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's a 47-yard line.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They get him to the ground right on the cut. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down.
57's the mark. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Joker, 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 Joker.
6. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looks to throw, fires right side. It's out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Eluding and I think the ball's out. Just a gain of 3, but they'll...
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the... And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Hard line. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 5 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
And he'll points. It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Off yardage like this.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that gonna
fusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On second down now, it's Ingram.
Here we go, let's bring it.
On third down, here's Edwards. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to they're out there again to try once more. Here's Jackson throwing on 4th down. He can run for it, and he will. And he's got this down a yard or 2.
He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. They go play action now. Jackson going for it all. And that will be incomplete in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they will take over at the... Going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. The drive starts with a completion, left side, 7 yards. Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Flushed out right. Under pressure again, and on is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's Thomas. A big kick.
Used to call it in the West Coast offense the long handoff.
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop big. The effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or you need to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off ice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Jackson, he uncorks it for Snead, and they will not be able to...
Telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about that.
The 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. This is 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That'll be...
We own them.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And this is incomplete.
People look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Let's go, let's go!
So we've hit halftime here, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5.
I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the...
Can pick it up. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 43 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the how to finish plays, too. Eyes up, head up, run right through him.
They try to throw. Jackson from the shotgun. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that'll wind up on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete.
Again, that's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
And he'll just plot.
Field to the second level to occupy them. They have a field day just running to the football and putting ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got him in. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. They'll get a couple. Play fake there. And that going to be incomplete.
As you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Game Coleman, the 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. He's got it to Ingram, complete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. To try again after the sack, Jackson.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Jackson now, operating from the gun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Roberts got it. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson.
Fired that one.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety. Jarquez will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to have to the game as they stop him behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Taking a shot for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return will stop right around the 25. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let it fly. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
56.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, 51 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 21.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Go.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On second down, it's Coleman. Room here to run. And across the chalk, another touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 31 yards. Where the Niners are able to stretch their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.